And also, congratulations to all you guys. You may not be an apprentice, but you're here, you fought the weather, and you're here to build your dream and have a awesome life which you want to live. Congratulations to you all. Okay? What can I say? Wow. We are Ganesh and Rekha Shenoy. We are from Michigan. Next year, month of May of 2026, we'll be saying we are from Vero Beach, Florida. So we are excited to move there. Okay, sunny Florida, and we have two boys, Aditya and Ayush. Aditya is here, older one. Ayush is busy preparing for his high school, moving on to college year after. But some of you are here probably less than 2, 3 year old, some of you less than 5 year old in the business. I just wanted to kind of give you hope that a lot of dreams can come true. Of course, there is no guarantee. Rest, everything is a variable. But I truly believe that if you put your mind and heart into it, you could accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. It's a level playing field for anybody. If somebody like me, coming from a different part of the world, come here, land here as a student, with the accent which I have, unable to relate to most people in America, if we can go out there and build a business which is pretty awesome, I feel, you can absolutely tear it apart, all right? As a matter of fact, it took me 6 years to go platinum. One of the toughest, hardest peak I've ever climbed in Amway business is a platinum ship. 6 years. I went 7,500 PV, fell back to 1,000 PV. All right, fell back not 6,000, not 4,000, not 2,500, not 1,500, 1,000 PV. I fell back. Imagine falling back 6 levels below. All right, and what do we do? But even at that moment, we knew that the Amway business works. Many have done it all across the world. Right at this moment, somewhere in the world of Amway, there is somebody who's going platinum. They're cutting a cake somewhere in front of 30, 40, 50, maybe 500 people, and they're celebrating that somebody went platinum today. Somewhere in the world, because Amway is a big enterprise. So we knew that the business works. At the same time, we didn't know how to make it work. So Amway is like a piano, all right? Can music come out of piano? Yes. That's why pianos are made. Pianos are made to bring the music out. But can everybody bring the music out? No. A trained person can bring the music out. An untrained person will make people irritate out of that particular place. So we are no different. Under a trained IBO, this is a business which can be made to work. So if you're an apprentice, my goal tonight in the next few minutes is to make you think, no matter who you are, to make you think. That's all. Because there is nothing which we can say which will change your business. Nothing we can say, because you probably know enough. More we say, more you will think that these guys are here to motivate me. Because we don't want to be that. Look into the mirror. There is only one person who is responsible for your future. That is you. That's it. Nobody else. That is life. Nobody else. You can't blame your parents. You can't blame your siblings. You can't blame your professor. You can't blame nobody. Only one person is responsible for your future, which is you. So we are not here to change your business. We are just here to share our story. And something if you can pick up and move on, that'll be great. Look at Drew and Stephanie. They second generation IBOs, parents are diamonds and above. Still, they had to go through the struggles of silence, of rejection and whatnot. And they had to do it. Do you think they were saved by the environment around them where diamonds' parents in their house or in their vicinity? Still, they had to fight their fight. What makes you think that you're not going to have those kind of battles in the next, 5, 10, 15 years? You're going to have those battles. So be prepared. Nobody says that success is easy. Succeeding in Amway is not easy. Succeeding in life is not easy. All right? So welcome. It is tough enough for a quitter to quit it. It is just easy enough for a winner to make it. Now let's dissect it, because finally, when you go out on Monday, when you're driving your car to work, there is only one person talking to you, not even your spouse. There is only one person talking on the stage, holding the mic to you on Monday, which is you. That's it. That is a person who's talking to you is going to make the biggest impact on your future. So if that particular talk is good, then your chances of being up here and doing the best out of this opportunity probably is far greater. So let's talk about it. First of all, is network marketing a viable opportunity? That is a question which a lot of people sometimes have, because they say that the greatest prison people live in, right? The greatest prison people live in is what other people will think. That's a prison what other people live. What other people will think. So when you enter this environment, this opportunity, there are always people who are going to tell you that this particular opportunity is not validated. They're going to say that. And it has been there when I was an IBO for the first year in 1990s. It is going to be there for you. It is also going to be there for 2035. Probably your niece or nephew gets started. It is going to be there. Doesn't mean that just because people are asking questions doesn't mean that it is not a valid opportunity. So you got to understand, network marketing is here to stay. The things might change, the products might change, the concept might be a little bit tweaked, but person to person selling and talking and connecting is going to be there. No question about it. As a matter of fact, look at all the partners of Amway. Look at all the suppliers. Look at all the, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. And it is going to grow. So network marketing is here to stay. That doesn't mean that everybody has to build it. In your family, when you went for Thanksgiving a couple of months back, was everybody a banker? Was everybody in your family when the dining table was a teacher? Was everybody on the dining table was an engineer? What makes you think just because you got started as an IBO that everybody else in your family has to be a platinum, emerald, and diamond? When everybody in your family is not a teacher, everybody in your family is not a banker, everybody in your family will not be a IBO. Accept it. So, world is a playground. 8 billion people. Why are you hung up on your colleagues with your family members to build this opportunity? Why? Take the path of least resistance. What is the path of least resistance? Is when you talk to people who are on the neutral ground. Your family is not on the neutral ground. They know your weakness. They have seen you fail in other things. So they are going to pull you down. So they have an edge. But when you open up the horizon and go out there and reach other people, it's going to work out beautifully well. And also ask a question. If every big company on the stock market has something called the board of directors, find out the founder of the company. Let's say, take example of Bill Gates, Microsoft, because that's a company which we all know, very familiar with. Microsoft. How many people on the board of directors have the last name Gates? Is Bill's cousin there? Is Bill's uncle there? No. What makes you think that your front lines should only be your relatives and friends and schoolmates? Your front line can be somebody who is a stranger, unknown person. Our biggest leg is a stranger. Rashmi and Smita, I contacted Rashmi on a kind of like an internet contact. We didn't know Rashmi was a boy or a girl because in India, Rashmi is the name of a girl. So I thought that, my cousin thought that Rashmi is a girl and she connected and we talked and it happened to be a boy. And we launched and look at the business. So understand that everybody need not be. Now, will everybody build Amway? No. You don't want everybody to build Amway. If everybody builds Amway, then we should be having a conference to build something else. So don't expect everybody to build Amway. Do you think everybody in the planet Earth will become a doctor? No. Why? Lot of education. You will be a resident for donkey number of years. So everybody will not. Everybody will become a lawyer? No. Everybody won't become an Amway IBO. Everybody won't become a diamond. Accept it. And that is not a problem. It's a security. It's our security that everybody is not going to build a business. So understand that. Second thing, does the economy need alternate incomes, or is economy good with one income? You know the answer very well. The credit card personal debt on credit card is $1 trillion. Largest segment of population, at least 60%, is falling behind, not going forward, falling behind. Of course, economy, Bitcoin, but all the stock market, everything is growing. It may not be you, but there are people who want to have an alternate source of income. They may not be even able to own a house in their name in the next couple of decades. You and I are the hope for a lot of people. But 60% of the population, according to the statistics which we know from what's going on, that would change their life. Average mortgage is somewhere around $2,000. So understand where we stand. Don't get panicked. Even though they say, oh, somebody might poke you. Hey, did you make $1,000 in Amway? You said that you're going to make it. Oh, did you go platinum? There are people who are going to be sarcastically pulling you down. They may not look like negative people. They come across like a sheep, but they are wolf. And they are going to poke you. That is a place where you do not want to fall. And you do not want to fight either. The best way you want to fight that person is by succeeding. Creation always doesn't have any sound. A seed, when it grows up, there is no sound. When the tree falls, there is a loud noise. Don't fall like a tree. Be silent. Let your PV check, let your success show them who you are. Even though they are not directly connected with you, they will know you. Everybody has that, oh, Harry guy. They say, oh, Harry, the guy who's bringing you down. In my case, I had a friend of mine. He used to be like that. And he tried the best. But I used that as an opportunity to build my business month after month, year after year. Don't be afraid. Go out there. Do it. Now, don't expect results right away. See, you are an entity and your business is another entity. Business is not you. You and business are two separate things. Business right now, your IBO number right now is like a child. It is leaning on you. But there will be a moment when the PV checks of the business goes up. There will come a time when you will start leaning on your IBO number. You will start leaning on an IBO number. And I still see that. 1994, when I got started, I know a lot of you were not born. And that's the beauty about this business. That most of your downlines after a few decades will be IBOs who are not yet born. I was not born when Bill and Peggy Britt got started in the business. And here I am in front of you as a part of their team. There will be a moment when you will be up here on the stage, somewhere, may not be Orlando, maybe somewhere else. You'll be up on the stage and there will be IBOs in your team who are not born when you got started. That's the beauty about this opportunity. So understand that. Now, does it have to be built in certain speed? Yeah, we all wish, but Just because somebody takes a longer time doesn't mean that he is stupid. Because, see, in our business, it's not like a military recruitment. How does a military recruitment work? Everybody has to take a certain amount of push-ups. Everybody has to have a certain amount of vision, certain amount of height, certain amount of some criteria they have to meet. And they get admitted. And they go through a rigorous training and they become whatever, Marines, and, SEAL Team 6 or whatever that is, Air Force, Navy, whatever that goal is for that person. There is a systematic approach to it, and that can be done. But in our business, even though we vet through a process and whatnot, still, you are not going to have that same kind of uniformity. There are people who are fighting the fight outside of the business. Somebody's house caught on fire. Somebody couldn't pay the mortgage because they were fired. So there are a lot of moving parts which make a difference in his IBO number. So we are not going to have that kind of uniformity like other places. So there are going to have people who are going to take a longer time to succeed, and you're going to have people who are going to take lesser time to succeed. It's okay. Like I said, it took me 6 years to go platinum. And there are people who will never go platinum. So understand that. What makes a difference? It's not just a dream. A lot of people, a lot of IBOs have a big man's dream and a small man's work ethic. They dream big. I think somebody mentioned, I think Tony mentioned in his panel or so. In the world of social media, there's no dearth for reels. I'm talking about IBOs right now. I'm not talking about outsiders. I'm talking about IBOs. There are a lot of IBOs who are falling victim to the social media. You know why? They scroll, they see all the dreams and the podcast of how people succeeded, and they have made it a habit to be in that particular environment of just seeing the reels. They're doing nothing about that. They're doing nothing in the business. That's why there are a lot of IBOs who are having a dream, but they don't have any goals. And they wonder why their business is not growing. The moment you start giving same importance, what you give to a dream, the same importance is given to your goals, your business will start picking up. Do you think the people who started all these big companies, how many reels and how many books and how many videos they had to see every single day to make their companies succeed? I do not think so. You know what? Most entrepreneurs, they don't need too much of motivation. They're self-disciplined. They don't need too much of motivation. You know, on my phone, there are sometimes during this conference, I see a lot of text messages. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go 6:15. I'm going to do this. I'm going to launch few IBOs. I see that. But then the intensity drops after a few years. And then that guy doesn't even know, or the girl doesn't even know, or the couple doesn't even know that they send those messages, because it has the environment in which they made the decision. After the environment is gone, the decision is also weak. So I don't want you to be that. Because you know what? Outside world is waiting for you to fall down so that they can tell you Amway doesn't work. And some of your loved ones. You don't let that happen. Why? Because you can do it. Look at all these leaders. Vinny and Dana, come on. Look at Chuck and Uma, you saw them on the stage, still building a business as if they need it. My uplines, Raj and Sangeeta, Crown Directs, huge business. Still, every time I talk to Raj, man, he is so excited about the business. So understand that. So you're not going to have victory right away. You're going to pay a price. See, there is a saying, mistake which makes you humble is better than the achievement that makes you arrogant. So you're going to have your business make you humble first. Why? Because most people cannot handle victory. They don't know how to handle victory. You are going to be made humble. Understand, before your business changes, the person who's driving the business has to change. before your business changes. Before you see a change in the results, there has to be a change in the action. So you better be prepared. And you're not here to impress your upline with the core run. You're not here to impress your downline with your ditto deliveries. Finally, the person who you're going to impress is only you. That's it. Nobody else. Because by the end of the day, if that person is not happy and that person is not having the purity of mind, then nothing else matters. We don't think that, hey, it's our business. In our home, it's the same thing. The music is about the purity of this opportunity. So you got to make a decision. Also, keep in mind, when you make a decision to succeed, you are going to be facing a tremendous force which is going to come against you every time. Every time you make a decision, there is a force which is going to come. Sometimes within the business, sometimes outside of the business. You're going to have it. Be ready for it. But no bitterness. And I'm not just saying about us. Every leader can say the same story, similar stories. So be ready for it. Certain things will not go your way. You might plan for it, but it won't go your way. It's okay. Those moments are the reasons for testing the shoulders which are needed to handle other families' dreams on your shoulders. Because it's not just about you. Also keep in mind, be thankful to all your uplines as well as downlines. See, right now, some of your apprentice, your conference ticket was paid for. Somebody else paid. You may not have paid, but somebody else paid. Somebody else meaning, it's just like when they say loan forgiveness. They forgive the loan. Somebody is paying, right? It doesn't mean that nobody is paying. Somebody is paying. Same way, when your ticket is complimentary, somebody else here has paid for it. When your app, you're listening to the audios, but you're not paid for it, somebody else is paying for it. And this is the litmus test. Moment that 1 year is done and you start paying, there are some people who will say, oops, wow, I have to pay for it. Let me ask you a question. Forget that you are in Amway. Instead of Amway, you started in as a franchisee. Do you think we'll say, oh my gosh, poor Johnny, $1.5 million of investment, poor Johnny? Let's give him a break. Let me call them an apprentice. Johnny, you're an apprentice. You don't have to pay the franchise fee. Poor Johnny. Okay, let him get trained. He'll get free napkins, free ketchup, free everything. No royalty, no rent. Johnny, just run the outlet. And Johnny is happy to run. Will that ever work? Even though Amway has done it, which we all should be grateful, but moment you think that that is a norm, the problem starts. Somebody is not an entrepreneur. Because freebies do not make entrepreneurs. Freebies make employees. So even though this is free or complimentary, I would say, you know what, and I say this in our team, even though you didn't pay 160 or whatever that dollars is, take that 160 from your saving account and put it in a separate check-in account and accumulate. Next month, your app is complimentary. What is the amount, whatever dollars? Take that dollars, put it on auto pay from or auto transfer from your saving to that particular account. So by the next year, that should have been accumulated. That is how I would think. This is how you test your own shoulders. You don't let anything let you become weaker as a leader. Don't let anything let you become weaker as a leader. Because this is a trap. It's a good trap if you do it the right way. But you can fall for it because there are some IBOs here who are feeling, oh, I have to pay. Because the complimentary has become a norm. It's like every time you go to Costco, you don't shop at all. You're only going to the aisles so that you can get free, whatever that is. You don't buy anything. You only walk through the aisles with the cart which is always empty, and you go taste everything. You are having your breakfast at the Costco aisle. That is what people are thinking by having free. So don't let that happen to you. Also understand, there are IBOs who have been given the shoulder by their uplines here right now. I feel so proud of, if you're a 600 PV, if you're a 1000 PV, if you're a 1500 PV, sometime maybe a 2500 PV, some of your PV check is less than $500. You yourself are struggling. When I say struggling, I'm not talking about struggling in life. I'm talking about struggling to prove it to yourself that this business can work for you. In spite of that struggle, you are giving a shoulder to your new launch. And if you are that new launch and your upline, 1000 PV, 600 PV is giving you a shoulder, it is not help, it is love. He's not helping you, he's loving you. He wants you to succeed. To give a similar kind of an analogy here, there are IBOs. Remember, I feel so proud of you. Some of you are in less than $500 PV check. You're yet to make Amway work for you. You promised the world out there. You promised your girlfriend or your wife or your parent that you're going to make it work, and you're not yet made it because you're just a newbie. And you have a new IBO, and that guy is leaning on you, and you're not flinching. That is when platinums are made. It's not here, not on the stage. When you are out there putting the mile, that is when platinums are made. When you say, you know what, I have a IBO is going to make it, he's going to be a brand new BFI, and day after tomorrow, he's gone. Whatever, birds caught the boy. He's gone. And you are like, what happened? He was supposed to go BFI. All right, suddenly. So understand that. That is how it is. See, when the potter, the potter's wheels shape the clay, it just doesn't shape the clay. It actually shapes the potter. Amway, when you make it work, you just don't make a PV check. It shapes the IBO to hold the responsibilities and the dreams of the future team which is going to have. So embrace the journey. Love the journey. Understand, defeat and victory are two different faces of the same coin. They're not opposite to each other. They're on the same coin. You have to go through defeats for you to see the victory. It is not optional. It's not a multiple choice. You have to do it. And every IBO has a different story and different defeats to go through. So understand that. Are you ready? Are you ready for 2025? We are a few lucky chosen people. Few lucky chosen people. That we have an opportunity. We don't have a guarantee. Nobody has a guarantee that Amway will work. But we have an opportunity to make it work. What's the guarantee? The person sitting on the chair, that's the only guarantee your business has. Nobody else. I hope you use that. And what a beautiful opportunity. It's not that it is perfect. Amway is not perfect. Do you think a country is perfect? No. Do you think the car which you're driving is perfect? Do you think the home which you're living is perfect? What makes you think that for you to succeed, you need a perfect opportunity? There's nothing called perfect. We make the most out of it. You see, does the company have the right intention? Absolutely yes. When company says that we cannot say certain things on the stage, that should tell you that this is a company which have the right heart. Because they do not want any of us to go out there and promise something and try to fool people. They want to under-promise and over-deliver. And that's a good thing. I'm very happy that Amway is enforcing those things so that the marketplace is a better place because of this opportunity. So be excited. We are excited. We are the youngest. We are the youngest. We are the most dynamic. And look at the mix. Look at the melting pot. Okay? You saw all the different kind of people. You saw with the Mexican accent, Indian accent, Arabic accent, and American accent. All the different accents. That's the beauty about this organization, that tomorrow when you have somebody from Spanish background, somebody from so-and-so background, Nigerian background, Indian, they can come and connect and they can feel at home. How cool is that? We are different, but we are one. Okay? And others are realizing it. Others are realizing it. This is an organization to be watched out for. This is all, and we know it. We know, because in the roughest 2024, during the COVID and all those things, we were gunning it. And we are gunning it. Nothing can stop us. Why? We have tailwind. This organization has tailwind. We got this. So let's make it happen. This is your shot at life. Are you ready? Some of you want to become a lion and you are a cat. When does a cat become a lion? The cat becomes a lion when the cat loses appetite for the rats. That's when the cat becomes a lion. So if you want to play big, start playing, acting, working, thinking big. You cannot play big when your acts are small. You have to play. If your dreams are big, then you have to back it up with big, bodacious actions. Otherwise, you cannot play big. So welcome. Let's not make this complicated. Your focus on a $500 PV check should be so solid. Some of you are not made $500. It should be so laser-like focused. Moment you start thinking about, your mind is going in the Wawa land and wondering on all these things, then that's a waste of energy. You do not let that happen. Entrepreneurs are like eagles. They know they are laser-like focused. Within the business, don't let anything distract you. Come on, join us. This is it. We love you. We love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
This is a copyrighted program of The Collective, powered by